Okay, so this is homework number 7. No, actually homework number 8, sorry. This is homework number 8. We're doing more stuff with volume of cylinders, spheres, cones, so you'll see more of those on the homework tonight to get you ready for our test on Friday. So test Friday, all right. Get familiar with the formulas and how to put those in the calculator and stuff. So let's go ahead and get started on number 1. It says that a cylinder has a radius of 4.5 inches and a height of 8.5 inches. What is the volume of this cylinder? So we're looking for volume. All right, 4.5 is the same thing as 4.5. So I would use the decimal here in this case. Volume of a cylinder, remember, is volume equals area of the base times the height. But first, before we do that part, we have to find the area of the base, which is pi times the radius squared. All right, so make sure you're setting this up. That way we can see if you get it wrong, we know where we can look and see what you might have done wrong. So, all right, so just do those, and you'll be good on number 1. Number 2 says to find the volume of the sphere shown below. So again, we're looking for volume. Now this time it's a sphere. This section right there, okay, is my radius, which is 5. So volume of a sphere, remember, is 4/3 times pi. I'm just going to put that in parentheses to kind of separate these, and then that's times the radius, and it is cubed. Okay, so that's all we got. All you need to do for that one. All right, number 3, find the volume of the sphere shown below. So again, another volume question, and it is sphere. This is the radius. Okay, right there. So same formula. 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. Good. Okay, number 4. It says to buy a laptop computer, Elaine borrowed $2,000 for 3 years at an annual simple interest rate of 5%. So simple interest. How much interest will she pay if she pays the entire loan off at the end of the 3rd year? So be careful. Make sure that you understand that third is 3. Okay. All right. So this is in 3 years. So simple interest. My formula, I equals the principal multiplied by the rate multiplied by the time in years. Okay. So you don't have to add anything on. It's just asking for how much interest. So once you do that, then that'll give you the answer for what we're looking for. Number 5, a baseball has a diameter of 4.5 inches. What is the volume of this baseball? So we got a baseball. Now obviously it's going to be 3D, so it kind of looks something like that, similar to that. Okay. It has a diameter of 4.5, so my diameter, which goes all the way across, is 4.5. There we go. All right, that diameter goes all the way across, so we're going to have to get the radius. So what you have to do is divide that diameter by 2. Okay, and then we'll be able to find the volume of a sphere, which that's what this shape is. So again, with the 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. All right, there we go. Okay, number 6 says to write an algebraic representation of the dilation shown below. So like that word dilation tells me that this thing is either getting bigger or it's getting smaller. In this case, it is getting smaller. I understand that via these tick marks on A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so that is my new image. So we're going from that big arrow to the small arrow. All right, so we're just multiplying by a scale factor. So I gave you some choices here. Oops, nope, not that. Some choices here, so you can pick one of those two. All right, very simple and very easy. Okay, kind of give you some help on this one. Okay, number 7 says to write an algebraic representation of a reflection across the x-axis. So I'm going to circle that, reflection across the x-axis. Okay, so if I'm going across the x-axis, what type of algebraic representation would take place? So here are some choices for you. Okay. Number 8 says to find the volume of the cone shown below. So we're looking for volume of the cone. Okay. So a little bit different. So volume of a cone is kind of like a cylinder, but the only difference that we have is it is 1/3 area of the base times the height. But we still also have to do the area of the base, which is pi times the radius squared. Alrighty. So just solve that for the cone. Okay, number 9 says to write an equation in slope-intercept form for the graph below. Okay, so here's my y-intercept. I'm going to circle that in red for you. So what you have to do is find the slope. How much is this going down? The adult tickets as compared to the children's tickets. All right, and you're going to write your slope-intercept form, which would be y equals mx plus b, and then get it down. And then last, number 10, what is the volume of the cone shown below? Okay, so volume of the cone again. All right, so our formula again will be volume equals 1/3 area of the base times the height. Before we do that, we have to find area of the base, which is pi times the radius squared. All right. So go ahead and do that. Show your work. Remember, show the work. We won't get credit for it if work's not shown, or at least show us what it is that you put in the calculator for most of the problems for here. All right. All right. Bye.